All right, chat. Oh, don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. Holy cow. I didn't look at myself in the camera beforehand, so, you know, got that going for me. Hopefully, hopefully everyone's doing well. Good to see everyone. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully you had good things going on. Hopefully an exciting time overall for you all. I'm excited to be here today. I was originally going to do more Marvel Champion stuff. Been cutting your own hair again? No, I paid someone for this. I wore a hat most of the day. And then I didn't think to like shower after the fact. I was out running around. So that's my bad. That's my bad. Oh well, get your money back.
Hello there.
Welcome, Keith. Yeah, I probably should. Oh well. Oh well. No, but I am excited for today because I was originally going to do Marvel Champions. And I was like, okay, we'll do Marvel Champions. We'll have fun. We'll have a good time. And then the old 20 strong box game. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna check this out instead. Thank you for the hydrate. Tiger Forever, definitely looking forward to this. Mine all in is still on a pack mule somewhere in Bolivia. Hopefully he's enjoying the weather. Also looking forward to a discussion of the latest news that you had to dig for Upper Deck DC Legendary. I didn't get much more, but I did have another hydrate. Thanks. I did have Bagel Top Games reach out to me, and I think we're gonna have a chat together. I think we're gonna do a chat because Bagel Top has insider information. So we're talking about it a bit, maybe doing something. We'll figure it out. Something always going on in the background. Always something. So I'm excited for that possibility. So no Civil War yet, bro. Not even in the notification that's being shipped. I don't think Game Nerds has it. I don't think they've received any of their copies. Has Miniature Market gotten it? Dreary rainy day today, so to fit my mood, played Choose Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, Book 1, and drove myself insane with bad choices. How is it? Alright, let's see. Yeah, Miniature Market just says that stock, so I don't know if it shipped it or not. Gap, welcome over on Kick. I appreciate you, dude. Link, welcome to chat. Rack 'em. Let's rack 'em. Alex, hello fellow Earthlings. Joshi making fun of me as usual, but welcome in chat. Same with Keith. Keith picked up 20 strong Tanglewood. It's great. Which one? I've only played red so far. I haven't played the other ones. I was planning on digging in the villains of the Civil War box, but my copy of Smash Up came in the mail overnight, so Marvel Champions has to wait another day to get played. So it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Joshua. My family seems to not understand that I have a job and work since they all seem to be calling me during work hours. Whoa. You don't take constant phone calls during work? Wait, are you one of those people that actually works at work? But no, happy birthday, dude. Appreciate it. Happy birthday. I'm really surprised you haven't got Civil War given the facts I got like last week. I don't know.
Enjoy 0.00000000000002% of Jeff Bezos' net worth.
It feels good. It feels good to get it from him. Take that money from him. I love it, dude. I appreciate the support. Thank you. I am JFD. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're doing well. Is this your only CTG game? No. I own all of them except for Roth. I have no interest in Roth. I thought my Civil War is shit, but it still hasn't. Yeah, man. Oh, you played all of them? All right, perfect. I have to work hard during the non-stream part so I can slack off during the stream part. No, so you slack off during the non-stream part, and then you continue to slack off during the stream part, and then you just go home. I thought that's how it worked. I will say though, for the 20 strong stuff, we'll show it in a little bit. It's a little, and then I just get fired. Got it. Well, I don't know how Australia is. In the States, it's really hard to fire someone. Like, it's really hard to fire someone. Hello, Amazon. To get it, then, unless you pre-bought it. I'm going to get Synthesoid Smackdown before you get Civil War. I haven't... No, I did pre-order that. I haven't been able to pre-order Wonder Man. It's not even available to pre-order. It's really hard to fire people here that are on contract. Okay. I played Red, but I haven't played Gold or White or Baby Yaga. Not like a lie. Got my butt kicked by Red quite a bit. I played one game of Red and got smashed. Like, absolutely devastated. So I was like, oh, I need to get good. But yeah, so I backed, for those wondering, I have backed pretty much all Too Many Bones. I didn't get the brass mags because I don't really want miniatures in that game. So I didn't get that because everything fits nicely in the trove chest. So I was like, I have that. I have all of Hoplomachus. I have all of Burn Cycle. I have all of Cloudspire. I backed the new Cloudspire as well. I don't have a game to pick a game. I never got that. I do have Trip Lock. I actually really enjoy Trip Lock. I know some people don't, but it's a good one. 20, and I backed whatever their pocket game is too. I don't know what that is. Elder Scrolls I haven't backed the new one yet because I don't know what I want to do with that. It's right now all in my shopping cart, but I don't know if I really want like the trove chest version of that game. Like, a part of me does, because I know it'll help organization, it'll help me get to the table, which is the most important thing. But I've been in such a like playing small box game mode, and like, because a lot of times now when I play board games, besides playing Marvel Champions with you all or whatever we play on stream, off stream it's a lot of like 20 strong, for Northwood, sometimes legendary, Orchard, or just like basic things like that where it's small, quick to the table, all that fun stuff. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna back it all, and I have like 3 more days or 4 more days, whatever it is, to check it out. What is it at? Oh, there's only 6 minutes left to back Berserk right now. For those that are interested, the campaign. Oh, 9 minutes. I don't know if this is something people are interested in, but you have 9 minutes to back it. Oh, it's got like big dinosaurs. That's fun. Is this based off the anime Berserk? Oh, it is, just like in the manga. Well, I wasn't a big fan of Berserk, so still sweet though. Anyway, side note, D20 getting distracted again. So yeah, Elder Scrolls 2.7 mil. You can feel it's in my cart already. But yeah, I kind of definitely want the gameplay stuff. I just don't know about everything else. Where is it? Where are the rewards? Am I just being silly? Oh, here we go. So yeah, I'm kind of really feeling the rewards and stuff. The main set, right? The new stuff. And I followed it to get the luxury wear, but I don't know about anything else. I mean, be like, I know me. I'm gonna want this. I kind of want this. I think that's all I'd have to get. And some of the extra stuff is nice. So, I don't know, chat. I don't know. I kind of want to. Like I said, it's sitting here in my cart waiting for me. Do it? Do it. Maybe. I gotta think about it. Because here's the thing. I am like backing at your $80 a day budget. That's only 4.5 days worth. That's actually true. And I have not purchased anything in 4.5 days. I haven't purchased anything in 5 days. So really, I'm saving money. Cap. So I don't know. I generally speaking with Chip Theory games, I back the vast majority of their stuff. I really like their games. I know people don't like the randomness of a lot of their games. I do. I like dice. I think it's just fun to throw dice around. I'm a simple man. I see dice that I can throw around. I get happy. Beast Snow, how's it going? Beast Snow, did your 20 strong come by chance? When I got my shipping notification, I was actually supposed to get it Thursday. And then I got a notification from the UPS that something was delivered at my front door. And I was like, what the heck? And I checked it out. And just the new stuff. I saw the box come in. And I was like, oh. That's a bit bigger than I thought it would be. I didn't expect that. You got jokes. Misplay D20. I got the base BOT SE, and I feel like there's plenty there still. I'm definitely backing a threshold though. Nice. 20 stars not coming yet. That's what she said. Dice chucking for life. I just like throwing dice, man. I like multi-use cards, and I like dice. I'm a very simple man. Something about it, man. But yeah, so I got the big box. And I was like, I don't understand why it's so big. Because let me make room. Because when I first saw this on the interwebs, I saw this storage box, and I don't know why. Hello there. I don't know why, but in my mind, it was like a normal box, almost like a legendary box, right? Like I was just like, oh, it's not gonna be that big. I don't know why I thought that, because it is that big. I have my hero stuff up. It's shockingly big. There we go. Let me push this out. For scale. That is an iPhone 14 Pro. This is a keyboard. Like, I just didn't think it'd be that big. I don't know. We are children. That's okay. We can cultivate more of that in chat. That's fine. So this showed up, and one, it is much nicer. Like the texture feel of it is nicer than I thought it would be. ASMR stream, that's what I'm basically going for. It's my future. So that part's really nice, right? Really like that. We're children with money, dangerous combo. I love it. So as far as opening it, again, I thought it was going to be like a flap where you open it just like this. The whole lid, it turns out, is actually detachable. And I guess the idea is it's supposed to be a dice tray as well, but the magnets aren't super strong. Like, it's not bad. It's a little tricky. There we go. But the whole top does turn into a dice tray, which is kind of nice. It took a little bit because it was like really, really stiff at first, but you know, that's just what it is. But like you can kind of hear like the sound it makes. But anyway, so you have a dice tray. I don't know if I'd use it because I have the Elder Scrolls one, and the Elder Scrolls one is still like my favorite. So anyway, there's that. So it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It fits the 7 decks super easily, which is nice. So coming out in the future, the Cloudspire one's coming out with Cloudspire. That should be coming out in like early next year or whatever. So I'm excited for that. Then I guess next year they're doing the Awakened Realms campaign of this. Does it fit in the travel boxes easily too? I'll show you that too, because I have that as well. I got all the things. I'll show you that in a bit. So I like when the detachable has a function. My MC generic box Magic style cardboard on their lids. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, they're doing Awakened Realms next. I read on their Discord they're doing 3 things for Awakened Realms. So I think it's like Nemesis. I think it's Nemesis, Tainted Grail, and Etherfields. I think is what they're doing, which I really hope it's for Etherfields because I really like Etherfields. But anyway, we'll just take these out because it's just easier to lift this up. Box is all nice, what you expect. I have to show you the cards in a bit because the cards are nicer than I thought they would be, which kind of makes me sad about Victorum and the other ones. Okay. So again, they changed this. This was only supposed to be 3 originally. Now it's 4. Okay. So we have the new dial that has come in. That this is the one that comes with the new game, which is nice. It looks nice. It's solid. There we go. Solid one. Has the same backing as the other one, so they're interchangeable. Don't have to worry about it. Smells nice. So this is an extra set of the Solar Sentinels one. So this isn't the original one. This is the extra one. It does not smell like gas or fuel. So big props. But this is the extra set you can get with it. So there's that, which is very nice. Actually, we'll save that one. This one in this drawer, I just have the promo cards because I didn't know what to do with them yet. Burnt acrylic. Ugh. So this is just like the weird backing stuff. I don't know why I kept that. But these are the promo cards. I don't know what to do with them yet. So they're sitting there and whatnot. Should it not smell like petrochemicals be normal? You would think so, but the last one had a hard time with that. The last one still smells like gasoline. All three were announced. Cloud Spire for sure. Okay. That's good to know. All right. So this one, I have the metal tracker in it. Okay, chat. I wish you could feel this thing. This thing is heavy. Like heavy. Like way heavier than I thought it would be. But there we go. It's super smooth. And the problem is it might be too smooth because like you can spin this bad boy pretty far. I mean, if you follow where the Chip Theory logo is, like it spins a lot compared to this one where like it only spins like a little bit. I mean, I've played. Oh, mine has a dent on it. I just realized. Meh. No, I don't really care. You can kind of see it, but it's not that big of a deal. Really strong magnet. All right, so like it's a pretty good magnet. But yeah, like incredibly nice. Shockingly nice. I know that sounds insulting, but I don't mean that in this insulting way. What game is this? 20 strong. These bad boys. That's what the new alloy dice look like. So they are. They're solid. They make noise. Is this TCG? It sure is. No, I'm sorry, not TCG. It is not TCG. I'm sorry, CTG, Chip Theory Games, but it's not TCG. So that's what it is. Those are the alloy dice. They roll great. They're absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry, I read your comment wrong. So that's this. Okay. So this was everything that was already out, right? With Solar, Victorum, and Too Many Bones. A lot of people ask, are they just reskins of different things? No, they're all new and different. So like Solar Sentinels is its own like little game. They all play with the same core set of rules, but each one acts a little bit differently. Let me zoom in on this a little bit because I don't want it too far out. Because it's too much work to like hold it up each time. Because D20 is lazy. Okay, so each one plays really different, which is really nice. But it's basically just decks of cards inside. So once you get it, you're good, right? Good quality cards, all PVC cards. This is all the new stuff if you decide to get it. This is the one that comes in the new core box. So you do need a core box, but the core boxes either come, you can get a core box with this one in it or a core box with this one in it. Then after that, you just buy the boxes. I got this core box as well because I just wanted the extra set of dice. So one of the things they did on it was add, it's kind of hard to see, but they added like foil onto it, which is pretty sweet. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so like on like the border of the cards, you can see it's shiny, and it doesn't pick up on camera as well. But like they're shiny. Like they are foiled cards, like on the actual surface of the cards. And then same with like the quote unquote bad cards, this bottom part where it says gain, upgrade, and randomize item. Again, it doesn't show up well on camera, but that is shinier, right? That is a shiny feature. And then you get to, they also smell good. So it's all PVC. So like they just bend and bend back because, you know, that's what PVC does. So if you're used to Chip Theory Games quality, same quality for their stuff. Okay, so hero cards. Again, it'll be hard to see on camera, but you might be able to see a little bit. Like, this is shinier. So, like, they did, like, small stuff like that, which is just really nice. And now I kind of wish all the old stuff was like this. Because it's not like this. But, yeah. All the Tanglewood stuff is like that. So, that's really nice. Okay. I'll keep that out for a second. So, I showed you the big box, right? Then I got the 3-deck box because I was like, oh, that will be good for traveling, right? It's a little bigger than I thought. iPhone 14 Plus for scale. I was like, oh, that's bigger. I'm not traveling with that. So the selling point of this was that, again, this lid detaches. Let me zoom out a little bit. And this also needs its own satchel. I know, right? This becomes another dice tray. So you can take this off, becomes a dice tray. There's 3 drawers. So the middle drawer, this is what the dice from Tanglewoods actually looks like. So like they're a little fancier looking compared to, all right, so Solar Sentinel, it's like square or circles on it, and like Tanglewoods is like a little different. Gameplay wise, doesn't matter, right? Gameplay wise, it's completely the same. It's just like a little bit design difference, but also doesn't smell like gas. Again, you would think that would be a given, but it's not. So in the big boxes, right? I have nothing currently, but if you took like Tanglewoods, gold, and white, let's say, like they both, well, this one barely fits in. Actually, I don't know if that will shut. Oh no, it will. Okay. So you can fit 2 decks there and 2 decks there. And the Tanglewood stuff is a little bit thicker than everything else, a little bit bigger. So you could fit them in. And if you decide to do like a Tanglewoods and like Solar, it will fit. Sure, D20, whatever. Like that will fit really fine in there. And that'll easily fit in there. So you could shove in 2 in there. Take out have the middle for your not only your dice. I don't have it in there, but you can put your dice and your tracker in there. And then for the bottom, you could again put more Tanglewoods and like Hoplomachus Victorum, right? And that's 4 decks of cards, your dice and your thing. This is everything you need to play 4 different versions of the game in this thing. Plus then you also get a dice tray on top of it. It's a bit heavy, but it's really, really nice. I actually really like the size of that. It's not bad. I had a different expectation for it, for what I use it for. And I think I could still use it for what I think or what I think I can. But it's just like, I was just a little caught off guard. Like, again, it's not a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting it. Is this the same kind of PVC that's used in pipes? If so, I call that kind of piping PCP pipes. It usually is until the beginning of October when someone finally corrected me. I expected it to be a lot smaller, to be honest. So did I. I really expected this to be smaller. And again, because on the actual page, it looked like this. And like, not much change. They also store it differently. They store it. Actually, wait, do they store it differently? Oh, wait, was I storing it the wrong way? Can I fit more? They were storing it this way. No, it's going to be the same. No, it's the same. But you could do it this way instead. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. But you can actually store it this way. Fun facts. So yeah. So on the page, I don't know why. This just looked smaller in my head. Does the small box fit inside the big box when you're not traveling? So big box. This will not fit inside. Okay. This will not fit inside. It won't fit. I mean, it'll fit, but like the lid won't shut then. Like it's too big. So I was like, oh, Dang. But. If you get that really big box, it comes with the small box. And this, I can travel with. This, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. Good magnet. These are, I have the old tracker in here. These are the dice that smell like gas still. I wish you could smell it, chat, because it smells not great. But it fits all of them, the tracker. And then in here, I have the old set of rules. And you could take any of the Tanglewoods boxes or whatever, slide it right in there, and you can take one with you. This is actually kind of nice. And this, you could buy this separately, or one of them comes with a really big box. If you have the really big box, there is a way. Yeah, it does fit in there and will shut. Like, this is actually how it came. Like, this is how it came shipped. Like, this wasn't outside of it. This was in it. So it shut. So you can do that if you want. It just takes up a lot of space from the cards. But if you want travel size, this, I think, is the way to go. Unless you need to bring several decks. You probably can't in this. Like, I don't know how you fit anymore. It's travel to game night size, not going through an airport size. 20 strong, something I put in the cart a few times but never pulled the trigger on their purchase. I love the game. I really do. I hit a porcupine on the way home from work. Now I have a flat, absolutely livid. Don't hit porcupines. I'll see how backpack compatible is when I get within a few weeks. Yeah. Like, this is a good... Oh, wait. Sorry. iPhone size. If that helps show any amount. You make me want that big box? The big box is sweet. The big box is where I'm storing everything. And then I'm going to travel with this one for sure. I'm not 100% what I'll do with this. This I could probably travel if I'm not going on an airplane. Like, I can throw this easily into like my duffel bag or whatever and get it. But yeah, I like the idea of this. Like, if it was like we're going to have a lot of downtime. I need several decks, whatever. When I'm going away for work, and I'm not going to be playing a ton, but just like a little bit, like, this is perfect. And like I said, the fact that this came in the big box was, to me, perfect. The big box at the time was 55. It's now 65. Like I said, it comes with one of the deck boxes in it. They originally showed a picture of 2 deck boxes. Don't think it has 2. I did. But it only has 1. The small box itself is $15 and the 3 is $25. And that's the other thing. Like, for the price, I was like, well, I could fit a lot more on that one versus the other one. So I'll see what grabbing the 3 storage boxes for time I need to be at the hospital. I'm looking forward to bringing this up to work during play during lunch. War says happy birthday to Joshi. The porcupine was already dead, just splattered in the road. I thought I avoided it. My tires back to differ. So yeah, so that's... Oh god, I can't get it out now. Oh well, let me just do it this way. It's easier. So yeah, that's all the different boxes. About the same size as my Marvel Champions box? Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It would probably be the same size as most of your Marvel Champions boxes. Again, it's got that nice, like, textured feel. This does, as well as the other one does. Like, they're I'll be honest, I didn't think the quality of these boxes would be as nice as they are. They were actually much nicer than I thought they would be. And again, that's not to like throw shade at Chip Theory Games. I just didn't think it would be this good quality. I'm actually really like happy with this. I might get another one of these small ones. I'm not sure yet. I think I got everything except the mid-size storage box. Yeah, if you got the big one and you're not traveling with a ton, I think you're good. You know what I mean? All right, looking toward Tanglewoods Rose coming on Black Friday. Yeah. Schlagether. Yeah, I think they usually do sales on Black Friday too. I don't think that will be on sale, but maybe the old stuff will, which could be really nice. On Black Friday, you can get from their website. So right now you can buy their stuff or pre-order their stuff. So like you can get the original set for $65. This is 3 games in one in this set. For another core set or a core set by itself of just Tanglewoods is $30. If you already have a core set from like Solar Sentinels, you can get just Tanglewoods for $20, $20, $20, $10 because I don't remember how this works. I think it's a bit different. Again, everything else $20, 30. Storage thing is now 65. Single one's 15, 30 for that. You can't get the well, maybe you can. I don't know. Solar Sentinels is $20. I don't think you can get the alloy dice until another campaign. That's the only thing I think you're missing, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can get it on their website. And usually for Black Friday, they do different deals, right? So the set was so good. Yeah. So like I said, I haven't played these yet. Or I'm sorry, I haven't played these yet. I have no idea how these play yet. I'm still working on red. So I've played red like a couple times and that's it. So I figured for today's stream, we'll just be pretty simple with things. And we'll just play, right? I'll show you how it plays. I'm not perfect with the rules because it's been a little while. I'm not perfect with the new rules. That's red. I need the other rule book. What'd I do with the other rule book? Actually, I don't like that one as much. The copy might arrive a day or two early. Mine arrived early. So like mine was supposed to come here. No. What did I do with the other set of rules? I mean, those are fine, but I just want the other ones. I don't know what I did, chat. There's those. That's how to play Tanglewoods red, which is fine. There was another rule book that came in, and what did I do with it? Did I throw it away? Probably threw it away. But yeah, so mine came early, which I was really excited about. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Chat. I'm gonna go crazy. My day was going so well. I got my copy of Civil War, got all asleep and ready to play. And once my guys get to sleep on my overnight. All right, this is the only downside with having so much storage boxes. Is you don't know where anything is. I don't know where it went. I know I had it because I was looking at it earlier. Okay, I guess I lost that. Whatever. We can figure it out without it. But it still drives me nuts. Wait, did I do it? No. Oh well. Oh, found it. Found it. It was hiding under another thing. So there is like a new version of the rules and whatever. I don't know if it's better or worse or whatever. All right, that'll be good. This is good, right? All right, so we're gonna kind of run through the game. There might be some rules issues, but we will do our best. Because again, not perfect with the rules yet. There is one thing missing in it, but you know, whatever. Tiger's card art, nice. But yeah, so I don't sleeve any of these cards because again, they're PVC, so it's not really a reason to. Yeah, hopefully one day I get Civil War so I can check it out. All right, so Tanglewoods. Okay. So we'll take all the alloy stuff. Let's do. We'll just do a little red. Why not? Why not, right? Really want the enemies of Civil War, just want the heroes? That's fair. That is fair. There is a card missing in here that they messed up on, but whatever. It's not vital to play today. Let's do that. We'll do that. When in Rome. I ordered it from a different supplier and then it was like, whoever ships first keeps the money. All right, so in 20 strong, the reason it's called 20 strong because there's 20 dice. You start off with your stat dice. And we'll go over what all that means in a second. So basically, there's several different colors of dice. Yellow is the worst. So I'll put that at the bottom. Then green. The reason yellow is the worst because it has the fewest hits. Then green, the next fewest. Then blue. Then purple. And red is a guaranteed hit. So you start with your dice. When in doubt, threaten to refund Game Nerds and they'll sure ship it for you. Basically, yeah. Game Nerds lost. Game Nerds always loses. All right, so basically the way you work through is you're kind of going through Tanglewoods area. I don't know why I was holding the cards this way. So you start here, and this is where you're going to finish. So you're going to shuffle all these up. Bribing is a big deal? Yes. Bribing is a big deal. Yeah, and chat, if I start getting the rules right, call me out. So you remove 5, 4, 5. And you put this on top. All right. So, okay. We're going to be doing there. Actually, wait. Let's zoom out a bit. It's going to be just a little tighter than I thought. That's fine. All right. So the way that red works is that you lose one of your dice, and it basically gets banished away. We have the possibility of getting them later. So you remove one of each color, including the red. So that's that. So you would start off, this is your gold tracker. So how much money you have. You start off with 20, but you subtract the amount of your total stats. So my total stats is 5, 6, 7. So we subtract that. So it brings it down to 13 gold. So we have 13 gold that we have to buy stuff, which is super helpful, hopefully. We get to see what's going to be coming down the line. So we get to put one card here and one card here. So we can see the next 3 enemies. Not great. Not great, Bob. And we use health as like a tracker for what? Oh, there's an ant on my table. Gross. Come here, buddy. Got you good. Okay. So, actually, wait. Let me throw more light on this table. Cancel my Game Nerds order, mainly because they were giving vague about when they get Civil War and when they ship it. I don't think they have the copies. A wolf spider with babies? Thank God. That's in the basement. We're not there anymore. Okay, so there's 2 rule books technically for 20 strong, which is kind of confusing. There's the general player rules. So I have to meet his ancestors. So this is like the general way to play the game. Now, when I said each of these boxes like plays differently, it's because it comes with a separate set of rules that kind of explain how to play those things. You can pretty much work off the back of the rule books, but just you're going to need to know both these rules. You're going to need to know these rules inside and out. They're not too complicated, but we'll go through it. Again, if I get a little bit wrong, chat, just correct me because is a good shot, especially with the new rules. So then you work off the new rules to play. Okay. So Basically, in Tanglewoods Red, we're going through the forest, and we have to get to grandmother's house. When I get to, I forgot to shuffle these cards. When I get to grandmother's house, there's a wolf. The wolf's gonna like kill me, or at least try to kill me. So, activation. You start with the exploration phase, and then if you do it, which is optional, you get to explore and then visit the merchant. So the exploration phase is basically you get to put the next card out in this line, and then visiting the merchant lets you buy different things or let you buy things from this pile. And then you deal with engagements. We're going to engage most likely from left to right, but you'll see how that kind of goes. Okay. So let's say you want to do the exploration phase right in the beginning. I'm going to read it from the rules just to make life a little easier for us to try to get it like correct. So where is it? All right. The exploration phase is optional in each round. The first step of the exploration phase is exploring. Shocker. This allows you to place new forest cards on the path that you move onto them. Not only does it give you information about what's coming up, it also allows for possibilities to place new forest cards, but with the daytime side face up. The forest card's daytime side is less dangerous than its nighttime side. Basically, that's nighttime, daytime. Nighttime is usually bad. Daytime is better. All right. Fancy. It is fancy. Wait, where did I just have that? All right, there we go. So to to explore, choose 1, 2, or 3 ready dice. These are already pulled down here of yellow or blue. Okay. So we could pick some blue, we could pick some yellow, whatever we want to do. Then roll them one at a time in whatever order you wish. For each result, and before rolling the next die, if any remain, do the following, and then we do certain things. If you're called to draw and place a forest, half a beast. Thank you for the prime sub, dude. I appreciate the support. It's my favorite of the new decks. Yeah, I like it a lot. I haven't played the other ones, though. After exploring, you visit the merchant. So it doesn't say... Actually, now that I think about it, when you explore, you exhaust the dice, right? Because it doesn't explain that. Well. Your journey to the node, blah, 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 blah. Every node commands the node's type, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yes, you exhaust. Okay. Explore equals exhaust. Good. So you have to be careful what you choose to do, right? Because you may explore too far. Now, I really want it to hit. Because if it doesn't hit, right, if you have a miss, you draw a forest card from the bottom of this deck, and you turn it to its nighttime side, and add it to the top of the path, which is sad. Oh yeah, it does say exhaust die. If it's a hit, you draw the forest from the bottom of the deck, and leave its daytime side face up, which is good. If you get a critical, you do the daytime side, and then you also receive 1 gold on top of it, which is nice. So I really want this to hit, let's just say. So I'm going to just roll 1, right? Because I only want to see 1. Okay, so it's a hit. Cool. We'll put our exhausted dice up there. So because it hit, we take the bottom card of this deck, and you just connect the dots. So now I know how to plan my route, kind of what I want to do. I know I really don't want to go here, because I don't want to fight all those enemies, probably, but we don't know. So each of these enemy circles are a little bit different. So you can see like there's a normal circle, there's one that's a fancy circle, and there's one with a square. The reason being is because depending on how you deal with the enemy, focus, there we go. On this side shows you how it's going to affect like the fight. So if you go to the circle one, nothing happens or nothing special happens, right? It's just a normal fight. I just have to fight a porcupine and kill him. We are going to lose some life though. So we have to deal with that. If I go to the weird one, I have to either banish a die or pay 2 gold. But I do get to go to the lore section after. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go there and I'm going to pay the 2 gold, bringing me down to 11 gold. I don't mind that. All right. So now we did exploring. Now we can visit the merchant if we want. The way you visit the merchant after you explore is you can. Well, I want to just read it so we get the right way. Okay, so the merchant provides the opportunity to pay gold for items that may help you on your travels. Each time you visit the merchant, do the following: stock the shop, reveal 1, 2, or 3 item cards according to the number of dice you roll while exploring. So I explored with 1. I would roll 1 merchant card. Take them from the bottom of the item deck, set them out with their ordinary orange side face up. These become the shop and you can buy them. So we do have 11 gold in which to buy things. So that could be good. We would pay gold and then tidy up. So basically we discard the items we didn't purchase. Now the other thing that you can do is the things that are on here, which states that you can, give me 1 second. Hate that song. So I could spend 2 to recover your weakest exhausted die, which is just this one. We can recover our weakest banished die, which is the yellow from this set that we took away in the very beginning. We can flip an item in your inventory to its upgraded side, or we can gain an item from the shop paying its cost. So that's what we can do. So there's several different options of what you can do. So yeah, let's go to the merchant and see what's up. So we pull the bottom one, and it's a stick. I like sticks. Sticks are cool. Sticks are also $7. Jeez. So it works all the time. And after your recovered dice step, recover 1 additional die. When you suffer any amount of damage, you discard the stick, which is sad because I like sticks. The only thing that stinks with this is that at the start of each strategy phase, which is going to be the very beginning, I'm going to lose a life. So I'm going to lose the stick right away. So there's no reason to buy it, unfortunately. So we're not going to do that. But I will spend 2, so I'm down to 9, to get this die back. Now I'll spend another 3, so that's 6, to get the lowest banished die, which is yellow. We can spend another 3, so we might as well down to 3 to get the next lowest, which is a green. So all we have left to get, let me put this on camera so you can see, are those 3. We could spend 3 more, but I don't know if I need more monies, so whatever. So you discard this, that's gone. Okay, we spent the 2 in the beginning, so we're good. So now we do the actual encounter phase. I should have actually now taken it there. You can bribe the creature. I could for sure. I'm not gonna though. We'll see if this backfires. So we start the beginning of it. So in the beginning, you can bribe the creature for 5 monies and it discards it. It's not a victory condition, but it just discards the card, so you have to deal with it. His ability is at the start of each strategy phase after the first. I can't read, so the first one might be fine. Then you lose a heart. Oh well, probably should have gotten the stick then. He has 4 life and he has 1 damage he's going to deal to us. So if we kill him the first round, we're good. So we need to kill him the first round. So we have a recovery of 2 dice that we can get each time, which is pretty solid. So that's good. So I'm going to roll. We have a total. Let me back up slightly. This is our life 2. So if it goes below 1, we lose the game. This die is how many times we can re-roll things. It'll make sense in a second, but just know that. This one is how many dice we can recover after a use. D20, what does all that mean? I don't really understand. So the first step of the game, let me move this all over. Oh yeah, there we go. The first step of the game is to commit dice. I could commit all these dice if I wanted to, or 1, or 2, or 3. It does not matter. No one cares. But whenever I commit and roll, I may end up losing the dice for a little bit of time. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. But we need to do a 4 damage. Now, a lot of these dice have, excuse me, a hit, which is like a normal symbol, a critical, which is 2, or a nothing, which is nothing. So, okay. I want to probably roll, let's just say 2 purples, a green, and a yellow. I don't know. Maybe that's what you want to roll. So I'm going to roll these 4 and just see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to roll these 4. Okay. So what we had was 2 hits, 3 hits, and a miss so far. So right now we roll the dice and we can apply the dice. So all that means is that you can say, okay, these 3 hit, but I'm not going to apply this one because it's a miss. And why would I do that, right? That makes no sense. So I've used 3 dice. We use one of our rolls. We still have 2 more left, right? Because our number is 3 down here. So we have a total of 3 rolls we can do. So I could roll again with just this one, or I could take more dice and put it in and commit it to the roll. Actually, these should have moved over one so I can see the future things, but whatever. Man, I'm getting bad stuff up there. Okay. I do have 2 more rolls. So I could say, you know what? This green one, man, it's going to hit. I can feel it. I felt wrong. So it's a miss. So I get 1 more roll. So what I'm going to do is also roll a blue. All right. So we're going to roll these 2. Thank God. So the blue hits. So I've had to use these dice. So I have 1. Now what happens is, even though I'd never quote unquote committed this die, I still rolled it. So all of them get exhausted. But I won the scenario, or I won the encounter, I should say. So actually, wait. Was I doing that wrong? At the start of the strategy phase? Actually, I think I should have taken damage. I think I read his card wrong. No. How would you read that? So I re-rolled. Do my re-rolls count a part of the first strategy phase? I think so, right? Because you do the strategy phase and then you resolve. Right? Right? Strategy phase after the first. Commit dice, roll dice, apply dice. When a card is defeated, turn sideways. After the applied dice step, you may repeat the strategy phase again. Oh, I might have done that wrong. Oh yeah, it's considered a new strategy phase. Okay, I technically did that wrong. Let's just move on, chat. Okay, it is a it's a porcupine. So I misunderstood that. I thought it was saying something different. I should have taken damage. So I should have been more aggressive in my first roll. That's the only thing you should have done better. It technically it would have killed it. Yes, but we're just gonna slide past that right now. Okay, we're just learning rules. So the way it works is that you do enough damage, because I just would have been aggressive with my first roll. And I realize that. Actually, wait. We could do this right. Let's just say we redo it. Because now, knowing what I know now, what I would do is I would go, oh, I have to hit 4 this first time. So I probably roll like 2 purples, 2 blues, like a green and yellow. I would just roll a ton of dice. All right. And of course they all, like literally all hit. Okay, so new game. There we go. So even though I overkilled it, they all get exhausted, they all get used, whatever. All right, we defeated the enemy. Squash that porcupine with your car, exactly. So you get the reward that's on the bottom. Lightning bolt means you get it right away. So I get 4 gold. So I go from 3 up to 7 because I can do math. So we suffer any damage. We didn't do that. After effects, exhaust dice, recover, cleanup. Okay. So recovering is that we have this pile and we're allowed to recover 2, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to take the 2 purple and I get it back in my pile. But these I can't use yet, right? They're exhausted, out of play right now. We have now done 1 full round of this game. And you just kind of keep doing this over and over and over. So, my next stop is to a book. A book, you say, D20? Are you going to be reading? Not really. So, the book is, I just want to read it so we get it correct, is a fable. Fables are special locations, equipment, or events, equipment, and opportunities that tend to arise in fairy tales. Once you arrive at a fable node, draw the bottom card from the mini deck, turn it to its fable side, and follow the instructions. To be clear, drawing fables does not affect the scouting line. Most fable cards are resolved immediately and discarded to the mini deck pile, blah, 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 whatever. Cool. So you take the bottom? Guess there's never enough novels. So, in the belly of the beast, you may choose to banish a yellow or green die. If you do, search the forest deck for any card with a Special node on the corresponding side and add to your path. Then shuffle the forest deck. Do I want that? I mean, it guarantees puts it on the daytime side. If I banish a green die, and I can get the green die back. All right, let's do that. We're gonna banish a green die. So we get to search the forest deck for any card. Some of these are upside down. All right, so I'll put that one into play. Okay. I know I just like looked through it, but it's because they were all upside down. All right, so now we have our line is a little bit further. All right, so we did that. We don't have to do the engagement because there's nothing to do, so we're good there. All right. You can get Wolfpack enemy faster? That's true. I could. All right, so our next step is either we go to a square enemy or a funky line enemy. Square enemy says you have 1 fewer rerolls. So instead of 3 rerolls, we'd only have 2. The line thing says we have to banish a die or pay 2 gold. I don't like paying gold, chat. Let's do fewer rerolls. So we'll go to the square, right? Yeah. All right, so you can remove this map card because we don't really need it anymore. We'll just move this down to kind of keep this board. Stop sign enemy. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. All right, so we have an enemy. We take the Weevil, put him into play. All right, so for each exhausted yellow die, Weevil has +1 life, +1 damage, and +1 gold reward. So we have 1 exhausted, so he has 2 life we have to defeat. We basically get 2 rolls now to defeat him. We just have to do 2 damage. We could bribe him for 3 if we really wanted to, but probably don't need to. Okay, so let's roll a blue and a yellow. Let's just see if we get lucky again. Okay, we did. So we got our 2 hits. 2 hits. Got our first roll, which is solid. So we commit the dice, apply the dice. We have won this thing. So damage, after effects, all that stuff. So the reward is 1 gold, but you get +1 for one of the yellow exhausted. So we get 2 gold. So we're up to 9. These get exhausted. He's dead. Clean up, and then we get to recover 2 dice. So I want blue. So we'll take some of our blue back, which is nice. All right, cool. God, I wish I would have gotten that stupid stick. Anyway. So that's that. So now we can travel all the way up to a hard enemy, or we're going to get a hard enemy here, or we can go to this campfire. Campfire basically allows us to upgrade one of our main dice. So we can get an extra life, we can get more recovery, or we can get more rolls. All right, so this one's going to be 3 enemies, which is going to be... tough, but this one will be 4 enemies. Oh god, 3 enemies is gonna be tough. 3 enemies. So yeah, so this would be 3 enemies. This one would be 4. Oh wait, we can travel up here and go to the book. I think we have to skip it. I think that's how we have to do it, because there's a line right here. Yeah, we might just go to the book instead. Oh, but the leprechaun is weaker based off the amount of gold we have. So leprechaun actually will be really easy to kill. The human will be tough. 3 enemies seems a bit excessive. 4 is right out. Oh wait, this is actually a different symbol. This is the Wolfpack conflict, which is actually different. So it's a Wolfpack card plus 2 other enemies. Because D20 can't read. Ugh. No, let's travel to the book. Alright, so we did a travel phase. We get our book. Moss Row. Roll all exhausted dice. Recover all dice with hit results. +2 gold for each missed one. Oh, we're about to get a lot of gold. All right, so all of our exhausted dice. All right, so we recover all dice with a hit. And then we get 2, 4, 6 monies. So that brings us up to $15. Oh, we're going to buy so much stuff, chat. All right, so new activation. We first have to explore. So we can roll, again, blue or yellow. I think we're going to roll 2 yellow. So we'll do the first one, which was a miss. For the bottom, we get on this nighttime side. No bueno. We'll roll the next one, which is a hit. So this one goes up here. All right, so those get exhausted. We can now see the merchant. So we get to look at 2 items. Burke, which is actually really good. A magic ball, ask again later. In the apply dice step, you may banish an unapplied blue die is set to a critical. I like the birch. So we're going to get that. That's going to be 14, 13, 12. Down to $12. This way, if we die, we'd actually reset it back to 1. We could buy 2 sticks. We could be so rich with sticks. This, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I do want to start buying some of those dice. So what we could do is, what's a banished die? 3. So that brings us down to 9 for the worst one, which is green. Then we'll go down to 6 for a blue. We'll go down to 3 for a purple. Unless you can't get any further without a new card. Optional. You might have already said that, but sorry. Oh, no, yeah. Exploring is optional. Yep. Yep. Do I want to buy the red die or no? It is nice to have hits. I need more recovery is what I really need. I need to go to a campsite soon. Because we're not a good... Well, once we get up here, we can get to a campsite. Actually, we can get the couple campsites if we do our goals correctly. All right, so let's do... No, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now we're going to travel up to the next spot, which is a circle line. So we have to roll a blue die. On a hit, we recover up to 2 dice. On a miss, we flip our current forest card. Well, it's a critical, so that's a hit. So we recover 2 dice. So wait, do we keep this or no? I don't know if we keep this or not. I think we do. So recover the blue. Does anyone know off the top of the head? I was forced to roll this on a trap. I think you keep this, right? Oh, I'm sure it says. I'm sure I just have to read the rules. Does it say? All right, here we go. Observe the effects. For example, when you roll a node of the trap, you must roll a blue. If the blue misses, the forest card flips. You might find yourself in the new node type with different outline. Doesn't say. I think you keep it. I think that you keep because it doesn't tell you to get rid of it. Okay. That's that. So now we travel up and we have to go here to this enemy. So it's got a little blighted. So enemies have +2 life, +1 attack, and cannot be bribed. Okay. I just took the dice back because I wasn't trying to apply it or anything. Yeah, exactly. All right, so the leprechaun is who we're going to fight. So the leprechaun's life gets reduced by 3. Right? So because we have 3 gold, we can't bribe it. But he gets +2 life. So he's really at 7, 8. He's at 9 life. Which isn't ideal. So we have to defeat it with 9. So let's roll 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's roll these 7 and see what happens. I really want a critical. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a weird roll because those are all criticals except for that one. So, okay. Good job, D20, right? Pats on that back. Shouldn't have been that aggressive, I guess. Okay. So, did all that right? Right? Yeah, that was all that. We get 5 gold. So, we're up to 8. We can recover 2 dice. So, we'll take the purples, obviously. He is dead. That's true. Alloy dice might have more criticals. Not confirmed, but not denied. Okay. So we did that. Let's then go to the campfire. So again, we can now increase our life. We can increase the recovery or increase the amount of rolls. I want to increase the recovery because I need to get more dice back. That's what I really need. All right. So the next one is, what's the hexagon? Multiple mobs. Okay. So we're getting 3 enemies here. This is where the game may end for us. Oh, this is upside down. All right. So as an item effect, okay. During each resolve step, you may choose to skip the resolve dice step. If you do discard human, this effect cannot be discarded for any reason. Purple dice cannot be rolled, committed, or used for effects. That's terrible. And Dark Fairy, at the start of the engagement, immediately swap all ready dice with all exhausted dice. That's also really bad. Okay. Cool. So, I'm in danger. How much for the nothing but criticals dice? I think it's like 20 bucks. All right, so I have to swap at the beginning of the phase all of these for all of these. So probably not going to go great, chat. Okay. Purple's going to be rolled anyway, so that's fine. Okay. Let me just see one thing really fast. Okay. Okay. Alloy dice was 60? Yeah, but the critical rolls won. Also, the alloy dice gave you the metal tracker, which is really nice. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot to flip this over. After exploring a nighttime map, flip this over. I forgot that card flips over each time. Oh, boy. 7, 10, 11. I mean, okay. I'm just going to YOLO it. We're going to hope for the best here. We're going to roll all the dice. Figure this out. All right, so we rolled a bunch. We can apply a hit here, a critical and a hit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 2 criticals. What are the odds? Use your Dark Fairy to your advantage if it doesn't kill you. Yeah, I think it would, but whatever. All right, there's another hit. We need 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, wait, we can't apply that. I'm gonna roll again. Okay, we got a critical. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. All right. So, all right, let's figure this out first. So we took him out. We get 1 gold. So up to 9. Took him out. That gives us 4, so we're up to 13. But we did not take him out. Yeah, so we take the 2 damage from him. We don't get the reward. So that would bring us down to 0. But we have birch bark. So if your heart would be reduced to 0, set it to 1 instead. Use our item. Whew. All right. Whew. Now we recover 3 dice. So recover 3 purples. And now we will travel to a book. This book. That's interesting. I'm surprised you didn't use the fairy to get them all the dice back. Well, it's dead. I mean, I guess you could have. But then we take the damage. Yeah, I'm not sure how it would work. That's probably the better move. I just don't know it well enough. Okay. So we'll banish 2, so that's 11. So we're at the book. I'd have to think about how that would work, Keith, but that probably makes sense. What big teeth do you have? Draw and set aside the next wolf pack card. You must add this card to your next engagement as either its enemy or on its modifier side. If you choose the modifier, shuffle it back in the wolf pack deck afterwards. Howl. Okay. Okay. I can't get dice back. I did this really poorly. Because I can't even do the travel phase. Because I can't roll a blue. All right, let me take it back slightly. I'm going to have 1 blue. I should have gotten 2 purple and the blue. So I can do the exploration phase. Okay. So I need to spend money. All right, so that puts that there. Now we can go to the merchant. We rolled 1. We could get a butter knife. I don't think we're going to, but the reason that this is important is because for 2 costs, we can recover the weakest exhausted die. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Brings us down to 3. And then we can get another down to 1 to get us a green. At least we have stuff to roll. And the butter knife I'm not going to bother with right now. All right, so we go to the campfire. We'll use the modifier probably. Do we want to heal one? We could heal 1. We could recover more. No, let's do a higher recovery. So we'll get to 4. Okay. So we're going to travel up to our enemy. What's that sign? Banish any die or pay 2 gold. Son of a gun. All right, we're going to banish a yellow die. And then we have to fight an enemy. Now, it said that we can do this, so we can just do its modifier, and then we shuffle it back in. So if you have a purple die, and for each miss or critical roll, you lose 1 life, we'll just be super careful. Flip a daytime card in your path. Wait, what is that? After. So that's after. Okay, so we might have to do that. All right, so we have to do 1 damage to this thing. So let's roll a yellow and a green. Okay, that's 1 roll. We're going to do it again. All right, so we got the hit. Knocked it out. So we get 2 gold. So we're up to 3. We get to recover 4 dice now. So I'll do 2 purple and 2 blue. This gets shuffled back in. All right, cool. Oof. All right, we'll do exploration phase. We're gonna roll a yellow. Okay, it's a miss, which stinks, but that's okay. It's nighttime side. We have 3 dice, or 3 dice, or 3 money. So we'll spend 2. We can look at the merchant card as well. It's a potion. Unfortunately, we can't afford it. We'll get the worst one back, which is that. Okay. Red special power. Yeah, I just don't have the red die to banish, so I have to get it still. But you're right. All right, so now the book is that. So it's a trap. All right, so we got a hit. So we recover 2 dice, which is great. We can recover 2 blues. And now we... Oh, no, it's a book. Okay, it's a book. Before I forget. Allies among us. Search the minion deck and discard pile for a dark fairy. There's one in here. So at any point before engagement, you may activate this dark fairy. So we can use its power, which could be useful to us. So we could swap the dice. So we exhaust a bunch. We could kind of do what Keith was saying before. So that'll be good. Let's go this route to the book. Actually, wait. Before we do that. Let's use the next map. Look for a blue. It's a hit. That gets used. We only have 1 money, so that's not enough. We would get to see the merchant card, which is an axe, which would have been nice, but whatever. All right, let's go to a book. So it's the funky stop sign. So we have to banish any die or pay 2 gold. We don't have 2 gold, so we'll banish a yellow. I'm pretty sure there's 2 of every bad guy, but each one has different art. Oh, that is good to know. Okay. Did we do the book? We didn't do that book, right? No, we did. Wait, did we do the book? No, we didn't, right? So we just did a book before we have to do another book. Oh, okay. Set calling all wolves aside. Place the first 3 scouted enemies beneath it. You may activate any of these enemies at the start of the engagement. When no enemies remain, gain and upgrade 2 random items and discard calling the wolves. So, is this Slay the Spire, the movie, the video game, the card game? No, it just kind of works like it. Okay, so set calling all wolves aside. Place the first 3 scouted enemies beneath it. You may activate any of these enemies at the start of the engagement when no enemies remain. Gain and upgrade 2 random items. Okay, so these all go underneath here. I guess we can only use it at a certain time. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so that's that. So now we travel up to here. The weird stop sign one is pay 2 gold or banish a die. Son of a gun. All right, we're losing all of our yellows. And we fight an enemy. We're fighting a Weevil. So for each exhausted yellow, there is 1, so he has 2 life. Okay. We need to do 2 damage. Let's roll 2 blues. Hope for the best. Okay, 1 hit. Let's first roll. Okay, cool. Got our 2 hits. So, we can get 2 gold. So we're up to 3, which is nice. This goes away. This should have moved over. We can recover 4 dice. So we'll recover 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're good there. Let's do exploration. Yeah, let's do exploration. It's a miss. Okay. Almost to grandma's house. We have 3 money. I'm not going to do it. Wait, let's see what the item is. Can't buy the book. All right. We now move up to the book. See what that gets us. Banish already blue dice. For each die banished this way. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we banish 3 of them. We get to increase 3 stats. So I guess 1, 2, 3. All right. So we can go to campfire. We're going to do that. We can increase the stat by 1. So we're going to increase life by 1. All right. I can't explore anymore because everything's banished. So no good. That's okay. So we have to now fight an enemy. It's got dotted. So the enemy has +2 life, +1 attack, and cannot be bribed. Okay. Thought it was life by 2. Is it? Thought it was just life by 1. Yeah, increase your health stat by 1. Increase your strategy stat by 1. Or increase your recovery by 1. Yeah, it looks like it's just 1. Alright, so to fight the porcupine. If it's the only undefeated non-boss enemy in this engagement, it gets +2 life and +1 attack. Okay. So it's got 2. So it's got 5, 7 life on this stupid porcupine. Prickle, whatever it's called. Okay. We will roll everything. 3. No, that's not good enough. We'll apply that 1. We gotta roll the rest. All right, 1. All right, so that's better. 3. We'll roll 1 more time. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough. When you want it to be a critical hit. Okay, we have failed. Okay. So he gets 1. So that's 3 damage to us. So we're down to 1 life. Lose everything. Now I think because we have to move, it automatically does the next one, but it's the worst one, right? Draw a new card from the bottom and then turn to its nighttime side. Okay, cool. All right, so we go up to a book with that banish any 2 dice or pay 2 gold. Well, I guess we have to pay 2 gold because we have no dice to banish. All right, so a book. Chat, we're barely surviving. Set marked territory to any forest card in your path. If there are no forest cards in your path, immediately explore 1 nighttime card and place in the marked territory. There are none. So immediately explore 1 nighttime card. And place it in the marked territory next to it. Because I assume this doesn't count in my path. Okay, marked territory is absolutely terrible. Okay, cool. So we move up to the next section. Enemies get +2 attack, all that fun stuff. So +2 life, 1 attack, and cannot be bribed. So we got crawl. So at the start of the engagement, immediately swap all ready dice with all exhausted dice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Dark Fairy. Okay. So we have lots of dice again. In the apply step, you may reroll any number of unapplied criticals any number of times. When you apply a critical to an enemy, -1 life. Okay, so critical's bad. Okay, so he gets +2 life. Yeah. So he's at 7 life. So we gotta do 7 and not do critical. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just roll all these. Wow. Okay. There's 1. 1 roll. Okay. We get 1 more roll. He's at 5. We gotta do 2 more damage. I'm gonna throw a purple one in there too, just in case. Okay, good. So we get 6 gold. So we're up to 7 total. So that's something. These all get exhausted. This moves over. We recover 5 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's that. Let's move up to the book. It's a circle, which means roll a blue on a trap. All right, so it's a hit. So we get to recover up to 2 dice, so we get 2 of the greens back. Do the bottom card from here. Set incentive next to your hero. All enemies gain +2 bribe, and the reward gains +1 gold. At any time you may -1 a stat to discard this. Okay, that's fine. So let's do the old travel. Roll a blue. Okay, it's a miss. Grandma's house not looking so solid. That's that. We can spend monies though, which we're gonna have to do. So let's spend 3. So this brings it down to 4 to get the worst one back. Spend another 3 to get this one back. We just need dice. Okay. Oh god, we're in a terrible spot. That's fine. All right, so we move up to the next book, which is a circle, which means nothing special happens. You may place yourself on any node on your current forest location. Then roll all banished dice. If at least 1 is a critical roll, +1 to any stat. So we'll put it on my current spot, because that's where I want to be. Actually, wait. No, we could place yourself here. Because we don't have to do the thing, because we already did the thing, right? Roll all banished dice. 1 is a critical, so we can add +1 to any stat. I mean, might as well get more life, I guess. All right, so now we pop up to here. Troll, pay 2. We can't pay 2, so we have to banish a die. So banish that one. It's a campfire, so we will add 1 life, I guess. Okay, so now we end up at Grandmother's house. Spoiler alert. Not gonna be good. So the end game is against the big bad wolf. When you arrive at Grandma's cabin, set up the following: put the big bad wolf in the active card area. Cool. Or if you like a tougher challenge, do the other one. Take all the wolf cards. Oh wait, I didn't do the extra thing. When you move off this card, gain 3 and discard this. So I actually gain more life because I marked territory. I was able to get through that. Take all the wolf cards remaining in the wolf deck and flip them to their power-up red sides. Cool. Add these in the active area. These are additional rules and restrictions that you must cope with during the final battle. Normally, a wolf pack discard is ignored during the boss fight, but if you're facing the bigger battle wolf, they may return. Okay. Fight the big bad wolf over as many in-game rounds as it takes to determine whether you win or lose this game. Carry out the end based off the rules, whatever. But there's also plus enemies of 4. So I have to add 4 enemies to it, right? Yeah, because that side's 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. At the start of this engagement, banish 1 die for each undefeated wolf pack. Then roll all banished dice, -1 for each hit rolled. Okay, so that would be 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we roll all of our banished dice. And each hit, we lose a life. 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. So I am down to 3 life. Okay, so we did that. So we're not through with that. Set Dark Domain. All right, these all are banished. We're not going to win because there's no way we can win. It's actually physically impossible to win. All right, set Dark Domain next to the final boss, adding the following effect. He gets +1 life for each daytime forest card explored in this game. He gets a lot of life. All right, so we have that. Matted fur. The enemy with the highest heart gains 3 extra heart or 3 extra life and 1 extra attack. And discard half of your items rounded up. Okay. So Big Bad Wolf states, in each round, you can only roll 1 die of each color. Any command dice that cannot be rolled are immediately exhausted. You may -1 stat for +1 of number of each color rolled. Okay. So technically we can roll 1 purple to try to defeat all these enemies. Well, let's see. I got a 1. Oh, I took out this one. +2 gold. That's something. I could do a new one for the second roll. Yeah, that's another 1, so that's solid. We can put that there. Oh, wait. This one's purple, cannot be rolled, committed, or used for effects. We're going to ignore that for a second because that means we can roll exactly 0. But, you know, YOLO. All right, we got another hit. And then we take 3 damage, 4 damage, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We take 10 damage. We do not survive with a 3. Whew. One of the things I did not do is that you want to deal with the wolf cards and discard them. I did not. They should have been discarded. That's what happens if you don't do that. It ends poorly. But anyway, hopefully that gives you a rough idea of how this game works. It is good. And it shows that it's hard. Like, it is a very hard game. But it's a very fun game in the way that it works, too. Because, again, to play this, if I took my time and actually went through it, or didn't take my time, or if I didn't take my time and I just, went through it, you move through it a lot faster, too. So I think that's important to note. But, yeah. That's Tanglewoods Red. Right. So if you play white or gold, it will play much differently than how this did as well. I haven't really played them yet, though, so I don't know exactly what the differences are yet. But yeah, that's how that works, chat. Should have gotten the stick in the beginning. I blame it all on the stick. I also don't like red. We used somebody else before, and they worked better, I thought. Who did we use? We liked Piping Piper. He was pretty decent in the beginning. We liked him. But oh well. Oh well, chat. Good times. Actually, it was a terrible time, but you know, it was good. Keanu Reeves mixed up campaign. Keanu Reeves makes it a campaign. There you go. It is good though. It is really good. Except when you get destroyed like that. Then it's not as good. Nope, not that one. Wait. Yeah, it is that one. I could throw a good old-fashioned John Wick reference out there. They're always appreciated. They are the best references you can have. It does look fun. Definitely has impacted my future will saves during purchasing. Yeah. If you... And again, because it's so modular, you can just get like a few of them, right? And you'll be good. Like, it's one of those things that's what I think is really nice about it is like, you don't need to go all, you don't need the alloy dice, right? You could just like the regular dice are just, they're good, right? They're perfectly fine. I'm just a psychopath, so I have all these. But like the regular dice might even be better for traveling. But I think that's like the nicest part of it is that just traveling, small area to play. Like that was probably one of the bigger maps a little. I mean, it was a pretty decent sized map. Wasn't monstrous or anything, but still. I don't even know what I put where. But then you come home, you put it in your big storage box, you're super happy. Life is good. Because that one's really heavy. But yeah, and then I guess the other thing too of note is that every single one is very different. So that's like the nicest part of it, I guess. And yeah, the Cloudspire one will come out soon. And I think early next year, they're doing the Awakened Realms version. So they're going to have 3 more decks of Awakened Realms stuff. And they're just going to keep supporting this. Because honestly, I think it makes them a ton of money. But it's something I'll just like keep doing. What's your favorite games in it? Because it has like 3 different games, right? So I like I haven't played these 3. So I've only played these 4. Victorum I like a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Solar Sentinels is pretty straightforward. Too Many Bones was weird the one time I played it, but I don't think I like got it the first time. Tanglewoods Red I actually like a lot. I think it's really good. And somebody else was saying, I can't remember if it's white or gold is actually really good. I just haven't played it yet. So I gotta play the rest still. So I have to figure that out. So once I play the other ones, I'll be able to give like a more definitive answer. But yeah. I think so far, like, again, Too Many Bones was like a little weird. From what I remember. But it's one of those weird things too, is like, I'm like really just, I want the other ones now. Like, I want to play the other ones really bad. Like I want to play Cloudspire because I love Cloudspire as a game. So I really want to play that and see what that's like. So yeah, so the hold on one second. Where is it? Okay, so yeah, red is one version of Tanglewoods, right? That's like Slay the Spire inspired. Gold is the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. You'll need to defeat all 3 of the furry beasts on your route to victory. You'll navigate a deck of map cards, matching the direction on the map you choose. A series of fabled enemy cards that will leave you in dangerous areas and not careful. Beware of special ambush cards that take you by surprise and throw additional effects and enemies at you. Speed is paramount. The more time you take through the deck, the more nighttime cards will appear to manage your path. Whatever. And then white is this deck may be the fairest of them all. White captures the classic Snow White, pitting the hero and her dwarf companions against the evil stepmother who has stranded her in the dangerous forest. In this iteration of 20 Strong, you will move your character through a wooded grid that shifts and changes with every step you take. Your directional positioning and the order in which your enemies is of paramount importance, as it affects the deadly modifiers you bring into each battle and also the arsenal of boss enemies you will face at nighttime. So yeah, so they each Tanglewoods are all they're all kind of related. Manny Tremblay, I think, did the art for them, right? So they look a bit different than the other ones. But like if you just got one of these in like the Solar Sentinel core box, let's say, or whatever, like they will more or less work with each other. You can also, for the most part, most heroes from like, let's say, this box or this box can play in this campaign, or a hero from this box can play in this one. There's like a universal hero symbol. You can kind of see it right here. It's like this little star. So if a card has that star, it means it can be played in like any scenario. So, you know, you don't have to play with one of the ones in red. I just have been because I haven't played them all yet. So you could take a hero from here and put it in Victorum or Too Many Bones if you wanted to. You can mix and match that part of it. But yeah, and like I said, the only thing is you'll need one of these core boxes. Did we win? We got crushed at the end. I did so poorly. But yeah, so you need one of these. One of these boxes will come with a deck of cards, right? So it's not like Final Girl where you buy the core box and you can't play it by itself. If you get this core box, it will come with Solar Sentinels in it. If you get this core box, it will get the one that you just played. The stick would have made a difference. The stick would have made all the difference. Trust in the stick. But basically, the core box comes with a little tracker that you saw and the dice, and then the general rule book as well. And the box itself is actually kind of not bad. So it looks like this, right? This is what the core box looks like. And in it, you can store a deck of cards, the tracker, and the dice. And you can actually use this as a traveling box as well. Now it's like the same size as this one, right? It's a little bit different in size. But if you didn't want to buy the traveling one, you could just travel with this one if you wanted to. And you would get one with the... You get one for each one, right? You bought both cores if you wanted. So you could do that too. That is an option if you don't want to like buy a traveling box. And that way they're just cardboard, so they get interested like bomb. I am pretty interested in Tanglewoods stuff. Reminds me of the comic book Fables. Yeah, it is much more open, I guess. Like, you know, with the Victorum and the Too Many Bones, you kind of have to be like in the world of chip theory games. Solar Sentinels is a brand new IP by them. Like, they don't have anything like that, so that's kind of different. So yeah, I think the Tanglewood stuff would be a really good entry point for just like regular people. Hey boys, hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well, CyberJace. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, so I think, like I said, on their website, you can just pre-order this stuff. I would wait until Black Friday, because usually they run deals. I don't think they'll do it on the new stuff, but it is an option, you know. And again, you can get $30 for the core box with the red one, another $20, another $20. I haven't played this yet, so I'm not 100% sure how this works. I think it adds on and changes some things, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. I didn't really read enough about it, so it might play by itself. I don't know. Though it says the campaign add-on. So you conquer red, gold, and white. When you complete all 3 Tanglewood decks, you can confront Baba Yaga in the endgame. The campaign expansion requires all 20 strong Tanglewood decks. Players will venture the forest and play back-to-back with the same hero. The goal is to navigate through all 3 decks and defeat the final boss. Okay, so this is a whole nother add-on. So don't get this unless you get the other Tanglewood stuff. So 30, 40, 50, 60, it's $70 for like 3 decks and the dice and the tracker and whatnot. Because that's what comes in this box. That's what you get, right? You get the tracker, you get the dice, you get all the fun stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, check out Black Friday. And Tanglewoods Rose is coming out this holiday season. Is that like another deck? Like, what is that exactly? Do we know? Do they say on their Discord? It's exclusive to their website. And that's what's coming out on Black Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to get that. Anything 20 strong, really, I'm getting. Like, to me, at this point, 20 strong is basically a guaranteed buy. Got spoil leaked. Oh, okay. Let's check out the link. Did you get not Pumpkinhead? I haven't gotten any. None of the new stuff. I'm waiting until they do the Kickstarter. Okay, so I have no 4th Tanglewoods deck to development in the background here. Chip Theory. What is this 4th deck? Why is it not included this campaign? Alright, so the new must be crowdfunding 20 strong raw, blah blah. Alright, after the success of the Tanglewoods campaign, we were approached by Barnes & Nobles about the possibility of creating some sort of timed exclusive in the release. Its art style, dice store, etc. We have another Tanglewoods idea already kicking around at that time called Tanglewoods Noir, and you played as the villain, so that's fun. So we pulled on the thread. Why do a time Barnes & Noble exclusive? Well, we never had a game in the big box retail, so there's an opportunity to get a product in a larger store and see how it went, possibly opening the door for other opportunities. We decided to mostly retheme Noir in the Tanglewoods Rose, a new deck that is set in the world of Beauty and the Beast. This deck was slated to be fully released this fall, exclusively Barnes & Noble, for 1 year. and through a website in Europe and the rest of the world. Why are we telling you about this now? A few reasons. For one, it's no longer happening, at least not in the same way. One of the challenges of working with a big retailer is that they have strict timelines that need to be adhered to in order to release Roses and Barnes & Noble. We needed to get things in early summer. A year ago, that seemed fine, totally feasible, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward now, add a hefty slice of terror chaos, blah, blah. Okay, so, oh, here's the Rose. Wait, why is there 2 boxes? Exclusively through chiptheorygames.com. While this was originally going to be a new core set to make it more a sense as a singular retail product, we're going to go ahead and not print the bigger box, see below, containing the dice chip tracker, and just print the deck itself. We anticipate the deck will land with us sometime in the fall, where we will hold it for a Black Friday release. It's among amazing twist to strong. Okay, cool. It was briefly posted on the website last week, likely a placeholder review. Somehow a handful of eagle-eyed backers spotted and were talking about it in the comments section, which we deleted with great frustration that our secret was exposed. All right, so yeah, it's coming out. Coming out then. Cool. Beauty and the Beast. Rose. I'm excited. So yeah, Black Friday. I'll get it. 100% get it. That day. Hey, no clue. Yeah, so like I said, anything 20 strong related for me is an Instapod. I'll buy any of it. I love it. All right, chat. I am exhausted. It's been a long day. So, appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully, join Discord if you haven't yet, but hopefully you like the way 20 strong looks. We'll hopefully play more of it in the future. Wednesday, I don't know what we're doing yet. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe more 20 strong. Maybe I'll try to learn one of the other boxes. Maybe we'll just do Marvel Champions. We'll see. Maybe Marvel Champions, because I was going to do that tonight. So, really appreciate y'all hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all Wednesday. Take care, everyone.